skyline. When are you coming down? I'm sitting here on the sidelines, wishing you come around. A word or two, or three, please.
So today we're going to be making a flower mobile or chandelier. First, I taped down the rings so I could get them perfectly spaced out, and I originally tried using fishing line to make the tiers, but that didn't work out. It was too fragile, so I switched to twine. Now, I cut the twine and just glued it on with some hot glue. I also, in some places, tied it off to make things a little bit easier, and just kind of taped and glued them into place. I kind of just rigged it so it could work. Now, I actually clipped my faux flowers to begin with, but here's where you'll want to do it if you didn't. Otherwise, you're going to be clipping them the entire time for the rest of this project, and that's no fun. So I'm going to try to go into full detail of how I did this on my blog post, but basically I clipped floral wire and wrapped it until there was a loop at the top, and then put that on the bottom of each flower where the stem is and hot glued it to the flower. And then I wrapped that around the ring. And like I said, I'm going to try and go into full detail about it on my blog, but it's very confusing sounding. Essentially though, since I didn't use something wood and the ring was metal, I couldn't get the flowers to stick even with hot glue, so they kept wiggling. And so, like I said, I'll go into detail, but yeah, you may have this similar issue, and the answer is definitely to use floral wire and hot glue. A lot of hot glue. Just be careful and don't burn yourself too much like I did. So when I was done with the flowers, I cut the leaves off of the bouquets that I had used, and I did the exact same thing with the floral wire of wrapping it with a loop and hot gluing it to the back. I added the leaves, I believe, on each side of the daisies. I can't remember exactly, but it was just to fill in some gaps and make it look a little bit fuller. And I also added in lavender, once again, in some certain pattern, and that'll just all depend on what flowers you're using and what you want yours to look like. Also, I added in fishing line to actually hang the arrangement from the ceiling, and I just tied that off, and it worked that time, and it actually stayed. Fishing line is great if you want to tie something off and you want it to be invisible, but I also did the exact same thing all to the bottom ring, just to finish it all off, but I didn't show you guys that because it would be very repetitive. But I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys next time. Send me your pictures if you do this DIY, and I will be sure to like them on Instagram and like them on Twitter. So thanks to you guys, and I will have all the details fully on my blog. Bye!